What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, for being subscribed. If you're not, hit that button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like button. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this reality chat. Man, when I tell you, I am just like, she has some nerve. In my opinion, she has some nerve. And we're talking about Quad from Married to Medicine. The ego of this chick is just unreal to me. I can't not even front. I'm just like, who does she think she is? And I'm really curious to know what Mariah would say about this. I really would love to know what Mariah's thoughts on this, because we know that Married to Medicine, it's coming back next month. And I'm here for it. I'm going to do a different reality chat talking about some things that I have questions about, but this isn't about that. But I've been watching Married to Medicine from the first season, and I saw how her ego has increased over the years, and it's just ridiculous to me. I've done a few other conversations talking about Quad, so if you want to check those out, you can go and listen to them. They're in the Real of Reality TV playlist on the YouTube channel. But anyway, she recently was talking to Dr. Heavenly, and she's talking about Married to Medicine bringing back her ex-husband and his new wife. Let's just go ahead and play this clip, and then I'm going to continue with my commentary.
It's no secret that this is the first time, I believe, tell me if I'm wrong, that we've had a reality TV show somebody go through a tumultuous marriage, get a divorce, and then bring back the husband and then the new fiance, which turns into his new wife. Right. That's unprecedented. How do you feel about them doing that?
Well, I honestly, I got to keep it real with you. And all the things that you noted and stated have been absolutely true just a moment ago, for sure, in reference to what I've been through and what we see with the ex-husband and the new wife on the show. I feel disrespected. And it's though the conversation was never had with me, and I've been a staple on the show since conception. And so, just knowing that it wasn't a pleasant marriage, and people kind of having some understanding and some insight about what transpired in our marriage, and clearly we sat there in New York on the stage with Andy Cohen, and we were very authentic and very real and raw. And so things were stated there. And I just feel like, where was the respect for me when this decision was made? And I know my cast members don't make this decision.
Right. We definitely
all don't make the decision.
But I think it's secret.
All right, so you heard that. Listen, guys, I'm just going to share my thoughts on this situation as briefly as possible. Now, I'm not here advocating for any woman to stay in a marriage that they are not happy in. But what I will say when it comes to Quad and Dr. Lunceford, Dr. Gregory Lunceford, for her to say, well, everyone knows that I've been on this show since conception. Well, so was he. And if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't have been on the show. Honestly, if it wasn't for him and Mariah, who I feel she did dirty as a friend, because Mariah, she's not everyone's cup of tea, and I get that. I didn't have a problem with Mariah. Mariah, she was the one that actually created the show. It was her thought. It was her baby. She birthed it. And I believe in the end she got paid for it, because they tried to do her dirty and snake her in the end. But in the end, I believe she finally won, and she got most of what she wanted. I believe that she got a big head. In my personal opinion, I believe that woman didn't really want to be in that marriage. It's no secret that, because even Toya talked about it. And in the beginning, I thought Toya was messy with that. I didn't agree with it. But she did reveal that he and she were supposed to get married, and he called off the marriage. It was already tumultuous before they got married. I don't know all the details of everything. I still don't know. I don't know if I ever will know. We may never know. But to my knowledge, I don't believe he ever put his hands on her. He was ever abusive to her. I just believe that it was a bad connection. He wanted a wife who was a particular type of way. He wanted children. She did not want to have kids. And it just was not, they were not equally yoked. I believe that she definitely wanted the lifestyle of living with someone who was able to give her what she wanted, and she was leveling up and doing the things that she wanted to do in her career. And he really wanted more of a, not saying he wanted someone who's going to stay at home and be Susie Homemaker or Betty Crocker or whatever, but he wanted something different than what she was willing to give to him. And that's why they kept bumping heads. And he, I believe, revealed, it was on, the reunion before they got divorced, that he met up with a chick and they went to a hotel room or whatever. He said they didn't do anything. Do I believe him? Probably not. But either way, I believe she had already left the marriage and she filed for divorce and she wanted out because she just wanted to live the life that she wanted to live, and she did not want to be married to him anymore. I just believe that he made a mistake in being with her, to be honest with you. My personal opinion. You're welcome to yours. You can leave yours respectfully in the comment section. All right. And then you have Dr. Jackie, who was married to, like Alexandra Rogers says, her big ugly. He cheated on her, was walking through the airport with another chick hand in hand or whatever. She forgave him and they moved on, and they were like, all like, let's do what we can. You guys need to work it out, stay together, whatever. They chose to stay together, and that's their decision that they chose to do that, even if all of the other couples were advocating for them to stay together. None of them were advocating for Dr. Gregory Lunceford and Quad to stay together, because I believe the majority of them knew that that was a bad combination. She did not want to be married to the man anymore. She has gotten this star power that she feels that she's gotten from being on the show, from being on the other show that she used to be on that got canceled, that was on TV1, and she was making the connections and meeting the people and all of the other things and stuff like that. And she wasn't trying to be married to this man that wanted to settle down, have kids, and all of that other stuff. I just don't believe that it was a good connection. I don't believe that he did her dirty in any way. Did he have a pleasant attitude all the time? Probably not, but neither did she. She didn't strike me as a type that it was easy to be married to her either. And I am far from a male identified type of woman. I'm just speaking from what I saw based on what they showcased to us. And it was hard to see. The man is a doctor. The man has gotten remarried. And the fact that she's still on a show called Married to Medicine, and we don't even know who the hell she's dating, if she even is dating, I would feel that he would be more qualified to be on the show with his new wife than she is to be on here. So it really is baffling to me for her to sit here and say she felt disrespected. Girl, you should be happy that they even brought your ass back. And I'm sorry, that's just my opinion on how I feel about it. You're welcome to your thoughts. There are people that absolutely love Quad. I don't hate her. I just don't like how she has been over the past several seasons. I feel that she's been extremely petty when it comes to Toya and her husband. People can say whatever they want to say about Toya and her husband's finances and how they move every season and all that other stuff. That stuff might be true. But she, in my personal opinion, has been jealous of Toya. Not saying she wants Toya's husband, but she wants what Toya has, which is a husband that loves you no matter what, unconditionally, loves the rights and loves the wrongs, and that's it. Yeah, Toya had multiple children with her husband because they wanted to do that. Her ex-husband wanted children. She didn't want to have kids. I believe that man really did love her, and I believe that he was hurt by her because I believe that he felt like I was really all in on this and I chose the wrong woman. She didn't really want to live the type of life that I thought we both said that we wanted. That's what I believe. I don't know why the wedding was called off in the first place, but they eventually did get married again. I'm really interested to know if anyone knows the answers to that. Please share. Let me know. As I'm just interested. No, it's none of my business, but these people chose to come on the show and showcase their lives. I just really am interested to know. And I don't know, it just annoyed me to see that she has a right to feel however she wants to feel. But it doesn't mean that your feelings are accurate or even warranted, because I just believe she's extremely entitled, because it was questionable whether they were even going to bring her back after last season, right? So she should be happy to be there. And it's like, if you want to be there, you just have to deal with whatever you have to deal with. Now, for those that are just down for Quad no matter what, they're going to say, oh, she was amazing for even allowing herself to be in that space, knowing how he was to her and whatever. And it's like, let's just be honest. What did he really do to her? Like, really, it's not that this man was out here screwing around and all this other stuff while they were married. I'm not saying that it's okay for people to step out while they're married at all. But let's just be honest. They were in a very bad place where it wasn't even looking like they were going to be married anymore. And I just believe that he just had a weak time. And if she was like she was on camera, like worse off of camera, I can't imagine what it would be like living with her. And he was probably like, you know what, I'm done. I'm done. And I think he said when she divorced him and left, she took the Sleep Number mattress out the house. Like, she's petty. I don't know what she was expecting. She knew that that was going to be a part of it. They did not slap it upon her as a surprise. She was well aware, but people have questioned, like, what else do you really even do for a living? And I don't want to hear about, oh, you've got investments. Girl, please. Investments is not bringing you in returns that would cover, like, the amount of money that you're making being on this show. You need this show. You do. So for us, it's great entertainment. It's not our life. We don't have to live it. So we're just here to eat our popcorn, drink our soda, and watch the show. But this is her real life. She chose to live this life by being on the show versus stepping away from it. And in a way, she reminds me a little bit of Monique Samuels. I like Monique Samuels in the beginning. I didn't like her ways as things went on after the fight that she had. It wasn't a fight, the beatdown that she did on Candace. How she never took accountability, and now that she and now her ex-husband are finally divorced. I mean, to me, it just looks like she was just in it for the haul that she needed to be in it for, not the long haul, in order to last till that prenup expires so that she could get what she really wanted. In my personal opinion, I feel, because I don't believe that Monique would ever been with Chris had he not had what he had. And the same goes for Quad and Dr. Gregory. I don't believe that she would have been with Dr. Gregory. Like, that for her was a come up. Yeah, she said she was working in pharmaceuticals as a sales rep or whatever, but your husband was the one that was the breadwinner. But getting to be on this platform of Married to Medicine, it gave her access and exposure and all of these other things that she was supposed to be doing. Like, whatever happened to all those things? Picture Perfect Pup. Do you all remember that? It was supposed to be like a clothing line for dogs, luxury clothing line. Oh, God. I'm sorry. I just got the visual back in my head of that. And I'm not here to knock anybody's dreams or desires or goals that you have in business. Do your thing. But, like, was that really serious? Picture Perfect Pup. Like, whatever happened to that? What happened to all the other things that she was doing that she claimed Mariah was jealous of her and was trying to tear her down and was trying to sabotage her and was wanting to be the star? Well, let's just stop it. Her being married to Dr. Gregory is what even put her into the circles of being around these ladies like Dr. Simone, Dr. Jackie, Dr. Heavenly. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, Mariah's the one that gave her the opportunity. And I spoke about this before, not about this show, but I've spoken about ungrateful people and how when people are ungrateful, it is one of the things that I despise the most about anyone, when someone is ungrateful. I'm not saying that people should have to kiss someone's ass all day long that has helped them out or gave them an opportunity or gave them a hand up or whatever. No, I'm not saying that people should do that either. But when people help someone out and then you act as if they didn't do anything for you and you're ungrateful and you think that everything that you have is because of you, I can't stand that. That's one of the things that I despise. And I believe in a lot of ways she exudes that ungratefulness, and she just believes that I'm not saying that her personality hasn't helped her in a lot of ways, because of course if she didn't have the personality that she had, it would not have helped her with the opportunities that she has received from being able to be on the show by way of being married to Dr. Gregory. But you chose to leave that marriage. You chose to leave that man. He has moved on. The show is called Married to Medicine. He is a doctor. He is now married again. And if it means that they wanted to extend the opportunity to him to come back on the show and you still want to be there and they give you the opportunity to still be there, then you just have to accept it. But to have the audacity to say that she felt disrespected. Yeah, again, she has the right to feel however she wants to feel, but to think that if you were the only one that were on there in the beginning, he was there also. It wasn't just about her. Yeah, it was focused on the women for the most part, but also when the women like Quad who are not in medicine are married, then the focus also goes to that individual, because Toya is married to medicine. She's married to Dr. Eugene. When they have done the clinics and the health drives and all of those other things, the focus is on Dr. Eugene and the other doctors. The focus isn't on Toya. The focus is on the doctors and what they're doing. So it's just really asinine to me, and that just goes to show the ego of this chick, where she just kind of discounts and forgets all of that as if it doesn't matter. It matters a great deal. So I'm just interested to see a few of the comments. I'm just going to read a few of the comments from people who commented on this post on the Neighborhood Talk. Someone says, well, it's called Married to Medicine. He's a doctor and married. She has no association to medicine, nor is she married. See, now that's what I was saying. And these are comments I'm reading after I gave my thoughts and opinions on what was said. So nobody's comments have had any effect on my opinions and views. I just wanted to put that out there. Not that it matters, but I just like to let you guys know. Someone else says, you ain't medicine. Go away. Oh, God. Someone else says, Andy wants views. He knew it would be messy and good TV, which is true. Someone else says, I'm sorry, but the show is called Married to Medicine, and he was the medicine, so technically Quad shouldn't even be on the show to be getting mad. See, there we go. A lot of people have the same consensus. Someone else says, you're not married to medicine, my love. In quotes. See, and that's what that's what Mariah said many seasons ago on the reunion. She said, you're not even married to medicine, my love. Someone else says, bravo, Ben Shady. Nene tried to tell y'all and y'all Moniqued her, and it turns out they both be right as F. Well, that's that person's opinion. I do not agree. But anyway, if Bravo is so evil, then why does she keep wanting to come back? Because she needs to check. Another person says, the fact that Bravo kept Quad and got rid of Mariah is beyond me. I'm going to have to heart that one because I agree. I 100% agree. Someone else says, she married him for money and he wanted love. Hopefully he found that this time. She's getting all this karma from how she treated Mariah. Wow. Wow. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and heart that one too. Someone else says, would she not have been on the show because of her doctor husband? Mariah should be on there instead of Quad. Rolling eyes emoji. A few of the men said a few times they wanted Dr. G back. They got their wish. Someone else says, I feel like they were paying Quad top dollar and she wasn't sharing too much of her personal life. Adding Dr. G and his new wife to the show is going to make her clock in again. We shall see. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to read a few of the people's comments on what they had to say and what they thought. But again, my thoughts are mine. You're free to leave yours respectfully in the comment section. But yeah, I just got a little heated because I'm like, girl, you have some nerve, the entitlement of it all. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, guys, in the comment section respectfully. Thank you guys so much for being here, for liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.